Eduardo, I'm sure an awful lot of sympathy goes out to you. You've been caught in the perfect storm, so to speak. I mean, you first of all had the incentive market slammed by your core market in the US, and at the same time you've had the outbreak of swine flu.
Oh yes, it has been difficult times for our country in some aspects. However, while we're working, we're overcoming that process. We're having a lot of support from the meeting industry associations. Also, we have some advantages of being so close to the US market. For the first topic that you mentioned, the IAG effect and all these things with the incentive market and the perception issues about having sexy destinations not very well suitable for this phase of the crisis. We think we're showcasing that even in those known destinations, we have very professional settings, we have very professional people, we have very important working environments where things can be really accomplished and where we can just avoid any distractions from the working sessions. We have also a very diverse country. We have very urban atmospheres. We have cities like Monterrey, Guadalajara, Mexico City, where the business environment is always there. So that's the good thing of having such a diverse country, that we can just play with what the client really wants and bring options to the table in order for them to choose the most suitable for their position. And also in the proximity side, being so close, it is also an option when they have to decide postponing or not to going to long-haul destinations like Europe or Asia, and maybe come a little bit closer with their neighbors, 3-hour, 4-hour flight, and it is easier for US and Canadians, and also with the currency that is very convenient right now. The dollar is very strong in Mexico, and the Canadian dollar as well. So I think in that side we're moving pretty okay. We're keeping some of the business. Of course, we're having also some effect, but we're trying to move in the segments that we think are suitable for Mexico.
Martin Sirk from ICA has been extremely complimentary about the manner in which the Mexican government went about handling the outbreak.
Yes, all the meeting industry leaders have been very supportive, and they have been very helpful in communicating the things the way they are. I think we took a very responsible approach as a government in Mexico. First of all, taking care of the health issues, and then worrying about the economy effects. So I think the shutting down Mexico City for mostly 10 days with no schools, no theaters, no movies, it was a great effort of the government, of the citizenship, in order to prevent the spreading of the disease. Fortunately, it was not such a dangerous problem as it was thought for the World Health Organization at the beginning. The numbers, although it is very difficult to have fatalities, we have less than 90 fatalities so far in a 100 million inhabitants country. So putting those things in context, we have now to be in the process of recovery. President Calderon launched a very important stimulus package for the tourism industry in Mexico, understanding the crisis and the effects. And also for the first time, he launched himself a tourism campaign, a welcome back campaign with all these celebrities surrounding him. So I think those kind of things will help a lot. We had the first cruises coming back to the ports. We had the first charters coming from the US destinations. So I really think that this crisis will be over in the next months.
Mexico has already proven how resilient it is in the face of adversity. With the reconstruction of Cancun after the hurricanes in 2005, Cancun is now a wonderful destination for meetings.
It is a great destination for meeting, and they took that decision not to lower the rates and recover in that way, but instead to refurbishing the properties, to have better infrastructure, and to hope for the high-end market. So that is impressive for meetings. They have very important facilities, a lot of CMPs, a lot of people prepared in this industry, and they are very linked with the American market. They are a very corporate environment atmosphere. So Cancun, you are right, they did a wonderful teamwork to recover. It was not only the government, but it was a federal, state, local, and the people and the hoteliers that did a wonderful job. So I hope that we can do that in a country basis and recover very fast from this thing.
Well, we're very much looking forward to reporting from Cancun when we go to MPI's first major conference in 2010.
Fortunately, yes, we won the bidding process for the Meet Different 2010 in February in Cancun. So we will welcome all the meeting industry professionals there.
Eduardo, thank you very much for talking to Meetings Review.
Thank you for your attention.